I definitely have bears and predators on my mind, because Olive was a little bit in front of me and I couldn't see around these bushes, and then I saw a big black rump of a cow. And of course I thought it was a bear right there, but it wasn't, thankfully. Just a whole bunch of cows, and they want nothing to do with us. But check that out. And it's a little closer to me than I'd like. I will not be going any closer. Olive doesn't mind these down trees. She just goes right over them. Woo! She's my little athlete. Under, over. I just want you to know that we're doing okay, that I'm doing okay. Olive is doing great, as always. Yeah, the van is still a big issue. It's a major issue. I don't know what this is going to cost. I don't know the extent. I have a feeling it's kind of bad. The vehicle is under warranty, so there's a chance that it could be covered by that. But I'm kind of preparing myself for the worst. I do have some friends that I can ask for help, which is great. It's one thing in my life I need to be very grateful for is, I've always had good friends, and yeah, I don't know what I would do without them. So I called it has to go into a dealership, and I called the 3 dealerships that are within 100 miles from here. All of them are taking appointments over 2 weeks out. I think the quickest one was 16 days from now. The thing is, we could sit here for 16 days and just hope that we don't get in trouble for overstaying in the national forest. I haven't really seen anybody around, but you never know. The only thing for me, though, is that we're just in a turnout off of the main road that goes into the national forest. We're very visible, so we could be in a much worse spot. I'm thankful for being where we are right now. But I think for my mental health and just everything, we're going to go back to Grand Junction. The service manager there told me that, yeah, if I want an appointment, I have to wait, whatever it was, 18 days or something. Or I could just drop the van off and they can get to it when they can. And he said, hopefully it'll be within a couple of days, maybe 3 or 4, but there's no promises. So I'm torn on what to do. But I think what I ultimately decided is that I am going to do that. But so the problem is that it's too hot there. It's too hot at all of those dealerships. All of them are, lower elevation. So even if they allowed us to stay in our van in the parking lot, it's too hot. What I decided to do was turn the van in and to get an affordable Airbnb. And it's just like a mile from the dealership. It's close to the town, so we can walk places. The far end of our normal hikes, it goes very kind of steep downward. And most days I just don't feel up to going down it because I know we're gonna have to turn around and go back up it. And there's still a lot of these, so it's kind of a workout. But we'll see. Maybe today we'll go down the hill, see what's down there. I think it's just more of the same. But that's another little goal I could set. Let's go down the hill and then get really tired. And then we'll sleep well during the hot part of the day. I'll have the fans going. Yeah, it's gonna be a hot one. So this is kind of cool. This is like a pond, a seasonal pond here. So many down trees though. But I think I hear a waterfall. If not a waterfall, then just like, you know, rapids. And that would be cool, huh? I think that's too loud to be just wind through the trees because the wind is pretty mellow right now. So, okay, so that'll be our our next goal. Find the waterfall. It's out there somewhere. And the path is getting tinier and tinier. Gotta pay closer attention because there's so many things, so many obstacles. It would be cool to see a waterfall though, wouldn't it? And maybe even I could put my feet in it. I don't know. Maybe I am just hearing the wind in the trees. Maybe it's not water. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is water. Yeah, it's getting louder. Oh yeah, there it is. Now I wish we would have come back here before. We were almost here. Oh, Olive's swimming. Luckily, there's branches here to stop her if she floats away. I think I'm gonna take my shoes off and put my feet in the water. Well, this looks like the perfect spot. Well, although I'm in the sun, but with a little view of a tiny waterfalls, a chair to sit on. So this is what I was hoping for. This just thrills me. I love it. Well, Olive crossed right over the creek. Didn't bother her. I was overheating a bit, and this is some chilly water, and it feels good. Sticking your bare feet in frozen mountain water, very effective way to cool down. And I was sweating. Did you like the creek? Was it fun? Did you have fun in the creek? Thinking about it? Well, this made me very happy. There's nothing like sitting next to running water like this to bring that blood pressure down and whew. Several days ago, I showed you the smoke from that wildfire, and that was back when I was in Grand Junction, which is, I think, like 60 miles or more that way. And we're kind of like on the other side of the mesa now. But what I understand, what I read this morning, because I got a little heads up from my mother, she said she had heard about the wildfires in Colorado. I was like, well, yeah, I saw them. But then I looked it up, and the wildfire that is close to here is the fourth biggest in history, the fourth largest wildfire in history. It's called like the Pine Gulch or something like that. It is 75,000 acres of fire, which is insane. It's so huge. And so this view right here, although it's still pretty, usually you can see, you know, the mountains over here that I think that's Telluride. You can see more over here, which I think might be Gunnison area. And you can just see mountain range after mountain range after mountain range, and it's gorgeous. And you usually can see this whole valley here too, but it is filled with smoke. And it was yesterday evening too, but I thought maybe it was just kind of hazy, cloudy. I don't know. I didn't think about it. But after my mother said that, yeah, this is all smoke from the fire that's on the other side of this huge mesa mountain range. And it's blowing over. And it's a little scary. 75,000 acres. And, you know, this whole hike that we just did, I didn't smell anything, you know, I didn't smell smoke, but once I came around this kind of ridge here onto this side, I can now smell the smoke. Look at this. You can really see that smoke now. Yikes. Well, the fire is still far away. We're just getting smoked out, which isn't good for our lungs. But honestly, I can't smell it. Not right now, anyway. So maybe it's not so bad. And we're gonna be out of here tomorrow. Poor Colorado. So from here, it looks way worse than it did a few hours ago. Look at that. Yeah, you can see even less in the valley than you could earlier. Smoke's really coming in. This is bad. Time to get out of here. Unfortunately, to get our van fixed, we have to go back that way into the, not into the fire, but closer to the fire. But we'll be in a big town, and they don't let big towns burn, do they? I mean, from wildfire.